So this is Spectating Random Duos, and this is something I pretty much do always on the channel. We can see the flight path already. We can see kind of the zone. We're going straight to the gulag. This is part of the series. Obviously, part of the series is that we're going to kind of try and go through the thought process of the player as they're playing, maybe provide a little bit of tips, have a little bit of fun as we spectate people, because sometimes they do some wild things. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, double check, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Go ahead and see if we can go ahead and get an easy little death here, and then we're going to end up spectating whoever we end up spectating. Look at this dude, he's all wine in the lobby. Let's see if he ends up on a sweaty team. I don't know how he could have possibly died faster than I did unless he was getting shot out of the air. So it's kind of one of those things. You can see we end up going against somebody random. Weird. They are over here at this little bunker, and they still got to rotate in. They are fighting. They are split. There's two teammates or two enemies across the way on the left. He does have the best gun in this situation, which is an FFAR. Able to eat that dude up as he comes through. His teammate is a little bit low. His teammate needs to kind of close the gap. He did end up finishing them off. I don't know why his teammate has no urgency to close that gap and come back, unless his teammate's dealing with some other nonsense down there. So it looks like he's just stuck looting. They are split enough. I don't know exactly what's going on. They have 3 kills between them. I guess he spotted somebody. He's telling them there he is. There's 2 down there. This guy's actually pretty decent. Nice with it. His teammate's going to be able to pull off a nasty flank too. He got 1 kill. He should be able to pinch. He doesn't have any plates, so that's the scary part. His teammate only has 2 plates out of the 3. His teammate got down and thirsted. And this is kind of an aggressive push to not have plates. Unless he knows that the guy got damaged and might not have plates either. Trying to listen for audio cues. I don't hear anything, so his teammate might just, the enemy that they just killed might be getting something together. Or maybe that guy landed so fast from when we were in the gulag. I didn't remember the name of the guy that I went against in the gulag. But his teammate marked it where he was last engaged. Because sometimes, obviously, when you die, before it actually goes to your teammate's point of view, it'll sometimes do the spectating. We do have that annoying thing in the lobby where the people are flying over, which is kind of annoying. Because it goes for the entire match, which is pretty upsetting, especially because it is very loud and it continues from zone 1 all the way into the end of the game. So there's a plate right there. We'll be able to get that. It has dead silence. That could be a complete game changer. I don't know why he's adamant about picking up that rocket. There's an RPD there. Double FFR. No, you can't do that. They're not different colors. That guy might have already taken off to try and get his teammate back. He does got to work the way to the buy because he does obviously have enough money. But it's a matter of not getting shot in the back right here, right? A heartbeat sensor would have been godly to have in that situation. Dude already has 3 kills, 107 people, 106 people left in the lobby. So it's cruising pretty good. I think we ended up spectating a decent player. By the way that the players have been kind of engaging, the way that guy was in the gulag right away, I would imagine that these are some pretty decent players. So he was able to get him there. He's shooting bodies and a little toxic there.
Back at it.
It is what it is. The guy brought him a satchel, so that guy more than likely had plates. He was just able to clean up the kill there. All right. So there's those rockets still making tons of noise. You probably hadn't seen it before. It's not an every match thing. I don't think it hasn't been that common, at least the maps I've played, but it's kind of one of those things that it is a thing. And it'll be going on until the end of the season when a real event happens that supposedly takes us back to 1980. I'm not sure exactly how that's supposed to work, but it is what it is. I guess we're getting a facelift to the map then instead of an actual brand new map by the sounds of it. What's he doing? It's kind of weird how he was moving there. We're definitely going to spectate this guy. He obviously is the survivor. He might go to once he goes to gulag, maybe we swap to the other guy, but it's looking pretty decent so far. One thing I did want to point out is obviously I spectate, kind of try and give advice, tips, and they do make sense in the moment. Doesn't mean I'm the best God tier player by any means, but there are a lot of things in hindsight 2020 that you're able to, or even in the moment, that you can make just better decisions if your goal is to win, in better position to win. And I think the vast majority of players actually want to get better at the game. Obviously, kill chasing is a different skill set, but usually the things that are going to allow you to get more kills and be aggressive don't necessarily align with winning. So there's two different tactics when you're trying to play the Battle Royale. And then there's a third, which ends up being a blend of those, where maybe you play aggro in the beginning while you have a gulag. You play super aggressive because maybe you're going to win your gulags if you're decent at winning gulags. And then once you get a gulag, you come back maybe by zone 3, then you start playing for a win. Rotate close to the center of the zone. That's a little thing that pops up on the screen. That's pretty normal. But there's different strategies that work for different player skill set. If you are not an absolute cracked out, crazy reflex type of player, you're probably not the type to be going after kills, which is okay. Call of Duty tends to try and brainwash you, especially top tier players, that, hey, you know what? If you're going for a win, you're playing a little bit passive, you're playing smart, sometimes that means you suck at the game. No, it just means you're playing a battle royale designed to be a battle royale. And if you want to go for kills and you don't care if you ever win, that's perfectly fine too. I know there's people that play 20 hours, 30 hours a week like it's a full-time job, but they win like 1 or 2 matches a week because they're not trying. So it's always a blend in there. You got to do what works. I have enough play time in pretty much all the various modes to kind of have a good grasp on where people could have made better decisions. Doesn't mean the gun skill, all that's irrelevant in these types of things. Obviously, gun skill is important when it comes to playing, but that's irrelevant for the decision making. We're trying to make good decisions on rotation, where to position. They are spending a lot of time here. Obviously, with this type of zone, it's going to end towards promenade, maybe even hospital. It'll stay high. It all depends on this next zone shift. So right here, get looted. Try and get your money together so you can get self-revives, get a loadout so you can run ghost, or maybe restock or something along those lines, and then you're pretty much good to go. They do know someone's in this area, but they don't know exactly where. They know they were kind of above. That's why they pinged it. There's somebody who got bought back over here. Not much they can do here. The free loadout's going to drop in about 20 seconds.
Target right here.
Doesn't have necessarily the right guns for that. That's a hard challenge. Unless you're mounted, that is a very hard shot to pull off. Will he try, though? Yeah, you need, with that distance, you need like 8 bullets to hit somebody if you're not getting headshots. So, yeah, it's a little rough at that spot right there. They do have enough to combine so they could both get a self-revive or get a UAVs, double UAVs, hold one and stack one. They're looking to rotate. But at this point in the game, definitely the goated guy needs to start getting a self-revive just because obviously not going to come back. The other guy was landing out of the ground. That guy was going to buy his teammate. That's why he has enough money. So the guy has some decent money. And there's another guy. That's separate from that guy. And then there was another guy that landed on the loadout. Where their loadout is, somebody landed right there. So they got to be watching. You see the guys on the roof.
Mark the target.
And those are things you got to be paying attention to. Where's your loadout? When it came in, there's probably someone going to be there. You saw him floating out of the sky. That tells you that they're there. They do kind of a split level where his teammate's down low. And it looks like that guy that was next to the truck that was running out in the open is the teammates with this guy. See what that guy has? It looked like a car 98. Is he going to snipe? Maybe they think he has like a no-glint sniper or something. I don't know. They do have a lot of time to rotate, though. You can see it more pushed towards this. Could be park or promenade ending. You usually want to try and get towards the center of the zone. Or you can play the outside. But the problem with this game is you have things like foresights and recon, which tell you the future zones. So people can out-precision you pretty early. Right now, if there weren't those things in the game, then pretty much it's going to be up to chance and a little bit of luck on rotating into the zone because you don't know if it's going to have a hard shift one way or the other or how it's going to actually change as the time goes on. Just like any other battle royale, but the recon system allows for more information for better positioning. So obviously he has an AUG loadout with an FFAR, so very original loadout. Nobody ever runs that. This guy has an MP7 with the kilo, so he's definitely behind the times in terms of season. Those guns combination are not good. It's just not fast enough TTK to compete. Somebody does have a bounty near them, so they're kind of just trying to pay attention where the heck this is.
Zone.
But yeah, this guy is definitely the sweatier of the two, I would imagine. Just based off loadout, how they've played position so far, they seem pretty aggressive. Their shots pretty nice. Obviously had crappy floor loot, so that was an issue. Guys up in the tower. Kind of a hard burst scenario, though. You got to just pray and spray. And those people are kind of gatekeeping their loadout, too, because they can't really push that way. Their second loadout, if they wanted other perk besides overkill. So 2/3 of the lobby's gone. We have 49 players left with 28 teams. So a lot of teams are solos right now. Is there a vehicle nearby? Yeah, I would try and rotate towards this Bertha. Use the Bertha to rotate. There's probably going to be somebody on that because that's not a normal spawn. Normally this SUV would be right here. I think this one got moved, but I would work my way to that Bertha and then I would try and use that to rotate since those are usually pretty durable. Is a vehicle pushing them? That is likely their bounty. So they got to be careful. I would get... Oh, see, the bounty knows where they're at. They're going to try and push them now. Got to be careful. Oh, bad nade. There it is. Easy little broken there. Dude throw a stun. You don't know exactly where he's at. He bunny hopped out. That's enough to kill him. There it is. Nice. Thirst. The teammate flanked. This should be good to go. Pretty easy double kill there. The teammate split off. They full sent over here. Distracted. It worked out really well. They did bring you a car, so you can go in that, or you could rotate over to the Bertha. And it seems like a pretty sound strategy. This is more like moving like a traditional battle royale. You move from the outside in, or you rotate early. So those are kind of your main two options if you're going that way, if you're just looking to focus on winning. Okay, no vehicle rotation. He's looking for the bounty then? Yeah, I think he's looking at the bounty. Obviously mark the other building, but you're really not able to get on top of this building, I don't think, without jumping off the other building.
Tagging a bounty contract.
Yep. Was it just in this? Oh yeah, it's on the lower level. It looked like it was higher. Never mind. So yeah, they're gonna play the traditional way. Bounty, UAV, kill.
Disregard.
They're hoping that rotates that way. They did get one guy here. There is another one on the next building over. And that person doesn't really have to rotate. Let's see the next zone. We got about 15 seconds for that. Oh, that's... I don't know about that. It's always risky. Somebody could just be up there. Claymores because it's still in the zone. Luckily, he didn't get shot there. Oh, there are people. Yeah, you can hear the call out. He does have a double nade.
Grenade out.
That didn't get a hit marker, so the guy's obviously not above you. You already heartbeated this area. Yeah, this is a terrible spot to be in. And sometimes if you are actually trying to go for kills, these are some of the engagements you want to avoid, just because this typical engagement should only take 30 seconds. The engagement should only take like 30 seconds, but it ends up taking like 2 minutes. The zone already starts rotating. You end up dealing with it too long. Just avoid it. People got to jump off. The guy could have already jumped off, and one guy could be coming from the bottom and pinch you.
Taking fire here.
They're using plates. They used already their explosives. Sounds like the guys are on this right side. Maybe they're even split, so they have different angles, but everything has sounded like it's from the right side. They just throwing the whole book at them. Yeah, these are terrible because it's not even about skill at this point. It's instantly deleted. Now I can push. They don't have self-revives. Think you hear them? They're going to probably push. No, they didn't push. Yeah, if you get downed, you too push it. Because while he's selfing, it's easy to get in there. The audio's a little bit weird because you're stimming. They should have been pushing that pretty aggressively, unless it's only one guy. Oh, he got it down? I didn't even notice that. I didn't hear him get it down. I didn't see it on the feed either. Maybe I missed it while he was getting down. You already know where they're at. Looked like there was two on the right. If he revived him, that was it. Okay, so he finished him, thirsted him, wall banged him. Sometimes that happens too. When you're spectating, you don't get all the prompts that they would get on their screen. Nice. Trade out. There it is. Clean.
Come on, back to work.
Took them a little bit, but they got it done. They wasted a lot of plates. The zone is still in, so they didn't lose too much on the zone rotation. The guy has a satchel. Hopefully his teammate drops his plates before grabbing the satchel, unless he already had one. There it is. He dropped some plates. Now they're full, but they still have a money situation here. You get really behind the curve when you grab bounties and you were not able to complete them. Because you end up worried about money the whole time. Right now, they only have 4,100. The guy jumped down really quickly. That's a little bit of an aggressive play. And sometimes you got to do that because they can literally land here and get shot. What's he going to get? Split his money. They have 6,100. Buy plates and a UAV. There it is. Yeah, so they bought plates and a UAV. Wonder when he's going to pop the UAV, though. The guy's other kills up to now 4. Not bad. They have 11 combined. That's pretty solid for a team. Usually the best team in the lobby will probably get like 18 to 20 combined. They're going to push for that bounty again. Didn't really look at the zone too much, but you can see now it shifted hard. There are people near them too. And these are all gatekeeping because this guy's on top of SK and this guy's on top of this other building here. Or maybe he's on their level now. This guy looks like he jumped off. They called that UAV a little early. I would have tried to get the bounty before you get it. Because right now, by the time they get over there, these guys aren't ghosted. And by the time they get over there, the UAV is going to be gone. So you lose that kind of advantage there. They do need the money, though. 5,300 will help them a ton. But yeah, before they started this, they should have been trying to get the money together. A quick scab, like the building in front of them, is a good way to go. Now, that would have been a better option because then they would both end up with fully loot. Like, hey, you know what? We got ourselves revives. We got a UAV. We're good. Found a little bit of cash. Still not enough. That's 1,800. They could buy another stack of plates maybe. Not really necessary at this point, though. I don't know how many plates his buddy has. 8. They have 8 combined.
Let's head for the safe zone.
Now they're doing what a lot of people would call it's a traditional like rotation in Battle Royale, which is named by Iceman Isaac. A lot of people pull that one as the pinwheel rotation, where you kind of come through the side, slowly ease your way in, because then you limit your engagements to only one side of you. It's a little bit more predictable where you're going to take a gunfight. Normally the interior of the zone, because no one should be really behind you, and as you push forward, you should really only have the engagement to your front and your right, kind of like in that fashion. They are pushing a little directly in at this point now. Still checking that left side. The Bertha could be a good rotation. They just have to double check it because it does look like it's been slightly moved. Oh, somebody jumped in it. It's a pretty decent player. Even the hop up was pretty known. Like that was a pretty good hop up. Dealing damage to the Bertha. Not much they can do in this zone. He might be picking up his teammate though. That's probably where they're going. They could actually cut off this. He might have been picked up. It might. We'll find out if it moves. Oh, he died. Oh, they picked up the Easter egg thing. That's currently a thing in the game. If you do the Easter egg thing, it automatically overrides whatever bounty you had, which means they got to do a contract over at the center of hospital. It's gonna be a terrible spot to do it. It's useless now. They lost out on that potential money. There's another Easter egg. Big money, big money. So they got gas mask. That guy's going to drop half of it. They need self-revives and a UAV, which they do have enough. 12,000 combined. They can get 2 selfs and a 1 UAV. So they're okay on money. Again, this is the rotation. They're rotating across, trying to find a safe way. They might be able to make it just to this buy. They're getting shot at.
That cash is ours.
I thought they were getting shot at. I thought I heard a gunfire. So there's self-revive. There's the UAV. They're doing the basic casual strat. Obviously, if they were going for kills, they would go directly to the middle. This one, rotate early. You got 25 seconds before they got to jump off. I would go ahead and rotate across. And then as these people come over, you can be able to get them as they cross the street to the left. And it should be pretty easy kills, especially... oh, man, there's more people in this building. You can catch these guys, too. There it is. He's going to the buy. You got to hurry up, though. They're going to the buy. No, they already rotated. You got to pay attention. They're at the buy, bro. Like, oh, man, he could have got some easy kills here. He might still be able to. There it is. He's sitting there. Easy. He almost got the 2 burst. Now he's going to get held a little bit. Those other guys are already rotating on the left.
Contact.
That was a nice little clean little hit there. Oh, they got hit from the other guy. Yeah, he's probably going to be able to make it out of this. Stay down. Plate up before you peek. Because you can't get selfed here. Unless the teammate says he has any downs, but it doesn't show on the screen yet.
You're not dead yet.
He's got to provide cover. Oh, he couldn't get it. He needed to provide cover for his teammate so his teammate could at least self.
I'm driving.
Does have a gas mask though. He'll be all right. They are kind of behind the ball. This is a terrible zone to rotate because like the top hospital is going to be like where the safest spot is. Put some claymores down in each of the rappels, plus the center. You're pretty much good to go. There's only 4 ways. Oh, he's dead. And that was it. Gulag's closed, so he's done for. We actually had a pretty solid team all the way through there. So now we got a guy with 5 kills that they're in a party together. Let's see what the other player is. 6, so they got 11 combined. They are in a decent spot. The best spot is probably this building right here. I think this building is the best one. Because the problem with this, it's only one-dimensional. There's only 1 level for this gas station. Versus the other building, obviously they should have been there a little sooner. It's going to be contested. These are the other guys rotating across. Easy snipe. Guy was running predictable motion. Can you get over? That building has a lot of windows, a lot of sight lines, so it is a little bit tricky, the burger shop next door. And at this point in the zone, I mean, it's almost too late to rotate all the way to the other spot. Yeah, it's almost too late to rotate here now because someone is likely in there. You got to hope it shifts and then, like, play your shifts wisely. There's only 6 teams. 6 teams and 10 players. So, oh, there he is. He's inside there. Not going to get a kill unless you broke the glass already. And I ended up shifting to the building I thought was the power position. Yeah, this is a tough zone because these guys could still stay in the zone. Well, I think that's part of the other part of the roof. I think this is the top of the building. So those people would have to jump down. This ends up being the ultimate power position along with the building next door because they can go all the way to the edge of it. It's just going to be very predictable when you mantle out of there. People know exactly where you're at. Still 6 teams. There's the guy on the right. You saw him in there. He's in there on the right-hand side. Nice. About as smart as he could play that. Gotta watch out though. They have claymores in that building. They probably did the recons, or they did foresight, so they knew exactly where the zone was going to end. That's why they're positioned so well. In that building with claymores. I mean, they're trying to win. And people, if you're trying to win, Foresight is a very good strat. Now they got to rotate a little early. They do have a gas mask. So right now, if you wanted to rotate, you could rotate early. Like right now before the gas moves, so you can get all the way over there. Early rotation is typically before the gas actually shifts. You're going to have your 12, 15 seconds, whatever, on the gas mask, and that'll allow you to rotate over. Because now you're going to be kind of there behind cover. You're not. And you could be in a messed up spot. There he is. Nice. You're going to know they're going to kill you coming across. Guys jumping up. You got sniped, and you're down. Yeah, if you were just trying to go for a win, you would hard rotate before it shifted, probably to the right side of the zone. There are some rocks, I believe, over here. Yeah, I would get like on this side by where those trees are, or even by this car. You would have been behind there and as people rotate. So now he's in a 2v1. Should be easy enough. There should be only one guy. Doesn't have the self-revive, so he's kind of screwed here. He's got to pay attention to mark for his teammate, though. There it is, the 1v1. Let's go ahead and switch over. And he died. And that's pretty much how it goes. That guy ended up winning. So obviously skill-based matchmaking Warzone website is gone, but there are still these tools available. This one usually gets us about 1/3 of the lobby, which we can use to kind of get a good idea of how strong the lobby is. In this case with the 1.32, that puts it probably like towards where a platinum would be. Usually the 1.5 is kind of where a diamond would be, and then anything lower than that, obviously you're going gold, silver, and then a bronze would probably be below a 1 or something like that, even on this particular metric. So we can kind of see how that broke down. There are a lot of players in this lobby that have visible KDs above 2, which is pretty solid. This is the team that we watched for a majority of the time. Ended up with a 2 and like a 1.6 KD or something along those lines when you actually look them up. So pretty solid overall. And we had like a lot of, and we followed one team for a vast majority of the time. Because they were playing smart. They were playing their life. They rotated about as well as they could. They ended up getting caught in one of the rotations, kind of ended up screwing them when they got split. And that was pretty much kind of how it went. Really not too many alternatives. One thing that you do see from the gameplay is that rotating early is key and definitely crucial to succeeding in the battle royale if you're looking to win. Because we saw one of the teams that ended up rotating fairly early ended up being the one that ended up getting the win. They're the one that jumped off the building, rotated around the edge. In that 2v1, they ended up winning. And that was kind of how it ended up going. Sometimes positioning is more important than gun skill, but that's kind of how it goes. If you did enjoy the video, please do me a favor, hit the like button. If you're brand new, want to find your way back, double check, make sure you are subscribed with notifications on. Appreciate all the support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.